Yo, what's going on, man? It's Maxim, and I haven't been on this YouTube thing in a while, but I gotta say, man, it feels good to be back, and my first video back is gonna be a banger. It's gonna help you out. It's gonna give a ton of value to you, right? So what I wanna talk about today is why it's so important to be in control with girls, right? Now, I don't mean being controlling. I don't mean controlling girls, nothing like that. In fact, I actually mean being super in control in your own life, being super in control as a man, right? Because when you're in control, that is the #1 way to access your masculine energy, right? We talk about this all the time. I talk about this a ton with my mentorship students. If you are not fully in your masculine, then the girl can never relax and fully feel comfortable in her feminine, right? Because if you're not in your masculine, well, then she can't trust you as her man, right? So she has to pick up some of the slack. She has to stay in her masculine. If the girl has to do that, if it's not you're 100% in your masculine, she's 100% in her feminine, there will be no attraction, there will be no polarity, right? It's probably a ride right into the friend zone. Now, when it comes to just being a more in control man, right? When the #1 way to get in your masculine energy, a lot of guys think it's like, oh, well, I better take way more control in my own life, way more control with my friends, my peers, and girls. Totally wrong way to look at it. It sounds super weird, but here's the thing. When I'm talking about being a man who's super in control, 9 out of 10 times, the guy I'm telling it to actually needs to take less control in his own life, right? So I know you're probably thinking like, what, Max, you want me to take less control and that's going to make me an in control man? That makes no sense. Let me explain. I only want you to take control for what you can control in your life. Every single guy I know who's successful in business, with girls, etc., they only worry about what they actually can control. Everything that you cannot control should take 0 of your brain space, right? Because if you're worried about that, if you're getting anxiety off of, why did this girl say this? Why didn't this girl text me back? Why didn't this girl react this way? She was supposed to react that way, right? If your brain is on all of that, not an in control man. You are not in your masculine energy at all. You're not on your path, right? She cannot fully trust you as a leader because you're not even in control of your own life. You're not even worried about the things you can actually control because you're so focused on what you can't control. Right now, actually today in my personal life, a lot of you know I have an amazing dog, Maxim, right? Unfortunately, he came from a home where he was abused, and you know, he always kind of had some issues with aggression. You know, he had a good heart. He wasn't a bad dog, but it's the older he gets, it's been getting worse. And apparently with the research I've done, that's how it goes. When you have an aggressive dog with an abusive past, the older they get, the worse it gets. And long story short, 2 hours ago, we literally had to bring him somewhere where, you know, it's a better home for aggressive dogs. And long story short, I don't even have Maxim anymore. Today was my last day with him. Now, that sucks, right? But that, at the end of the day, is something I cannot control, right? I cannot control his past and what happened to them and what made him the way he was, right? The only thing I can focus on right now is my life, my business, helping my clients, doing better with girls, finding high quality girls in my own life, right? That's what I can focus on right now. And that's what's gonna get me through that time. Obviously, that doesn't feel good. But again, so many people wanna change the past. They wanna go into, why did this happen? And why did that happen with my job and work and girls, right? Fuck all that. When you become a guy who is focused only on what you can control, you will access masculine energy that you've never had before, and people in your life will feel that. They will trust you more because they feel how in control you are. Now, when other stuff happens outside of your realm of control, again, you are just going to act in the best situation that you can, right? You're gonna do the best thing that you can for the outside circumstance that happened. Look, man, it's getting pretty dark, right? So I'm gonna wrap up, and this is what I wanna leave you with. When other things in your life happen that are out of your realm of control, with business, with family, with friends, especially with girls, that is your time to focus even more on the things you can control on your actual path. It is the only way to remain masculine. It's the only way to tap into deep masculine energy that you probably could not have tapped into otherwise, right? And the craziest part, again, is you will become more attractive to girls, right? Business partners and things in your life, work-wise, people will trust you even more because, again, the less control you take and the more you only focus on what you can control, the more in control man, leader, thus the more success you'll actually see in your own life, right? All areas of your life, health, wealth, and relationships, man. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got value out of that, man, and I will see you very soon.